Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we're back with more Azeroth Wars. Who's excited? I know that I am for sure not to be playing mostly, because God knows I'm just awful at playing these games live. It's okay. I've grown accustomed to the knowledge, and I've learned to accept it, as you must as well. But don't worry, we'll get to the point in my life where it doesn't matter to me that I'm just atrocious at the game that I cast now, because I cast it so much and I don't play it at all. Oh, is that rough? I'm pretty sure that's rough. A little bit of a frame rate problem starting here, but I know for a fact I have plenty of room, so it's just going to be a matter of kind of shaking out the bugs like we do every time. Messing with the speeds, turning it on and off until it finally says, okay, you know what, fine, we'll sit at about 28 and occasionally drop, but not be a jerk more often than we need to. I know, and you'll get used to it eventually. If you're a long time, you're like, what? I don't even see anything different. You're right, nothing's different. It's all exactly the same, and when I get a better computer, it's going to be amazing. I'll get 60 frames per second on this. Oh, gnar to the lay, guys, gnar to the lay. Whoa, some fast aggression here by OGS Frozen Gripping. By the way, guys, I heard there's some pretty good talent on every single one of these, so... Man, still shaking that cough. So, we're going to see some pretty badass action here. We've got plenty of well-known players. Pro-An playing brown, don't know him, I'm sure he's still good. Tech Off, dark green. OGS Marieth, we've seen them. OGS Complexity, know him. Remar playing pink. OGS Ordo at green. OGS Darthric at orange. Man, that is a rough. And OGS Juku as North Alliance. That is a rough North Alliance, man. Between Frozen Grip and Raider, though, we'll have to see if they have what it takes to take out this really extremely powerful. And Rider of Shadow, the very man who absolutely destroyed my butt last game. Playing teal, he's unstoppable no matter what race he plays, guys. He's just too good. He's too cool for school, and that's fine. I think he's awesome. Alright, Thane goes crazy, and the orcs are still like, no, we're still pounding him down. Now, he's taking a lot of damage here from these cannon towers right now. It starts to add up across the board when you think about it, and you realize my whole army is at half health now. You know, I didn't lose half my army, but my whole army is at half health, and early game teal doesn't have that much healing. It's a consideration some people often overlook. You see Tech Off doing his best to hold off teal right now, spamming here. Runs down to defend Netherguard Keep, the Blasted Lands. He's not going to let it go, and he's hoping to grab Kha'Zix the Supreme here with a quick snap. But it looks like Kha'Zix might just escape unscathed. In fact, staying out here to continue to do damage, because now that pushes has sort of run its gamut. He lost all of his units, now he runs in with a quick stun, and he's able to grab that hero. Oh my god. No other teal would have been that brave to run in there. He has half as many units as teal does, dark green does right now, but he's still putting on the pressure, still forcing the fight. And I mean, that is just a ballsy move by teal. Yellow hasn't even gotten down here yet. He hasn't even cleared out up here yet. And we're going to see absolute... Teal should be getting all kinds of aggression shoved right up his bum right now. The entirety of Yellow's army probably capable of taking out this quite easily. Especially if he grabbed these and denied Teal these creeps. But now with Teal just spamming, having taken out two heroes. And now Kha'Zix the Supreme, remember that resurrection power I was talking about? Suddenly very important in a fight where the constant back and forth conflict has ensured that there are units very low on health that are going to be taken out by this cleave. Or he'll just leave the fight and say, "Good day to you, sir. I bid thee farewell." And what's going on over here with red? Nothing. There's nothing going on with red right now, but there will be soon. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. It'll happen. It'll happen all up in over here, guys. Look at this light blue. He just decides to peek out of his pages. OGS Marieth says, no way, no how. And if this is the game I think it is, we're going to see something interesting. I'm not sure which. It might be two separate games, in which case I might have two very good games to bring you guys here coming up soon. But Remar quickly backs up in the face of the light blue aggression. Yellow still up here, killing off dragons and having a merry good time when, oh my god, look at the sacking of the... I think... Damn, Ryder. Ryder has just convincingly... demoralized both of his opponents. Not only is yellow feeling the unclean hands of orcs all up in his base way earlier than a yellow should have to feel. The 4-minute mark is not where yellows have teals storming into their front base. No, no, no. The 4-minute mark is where yellows are storming into teal's base into the face of all kinds of damage. But no, here, teal's just running amok, getting all that pillage gold and doing damage that can't be fixed quickly. And unfortunately, dark green lost his hero. It was proved that he was not immortal and did no permanent damage to Kazakh. He got a hero, but he lost way more units in this fight than he should have. He had to back up. That's how unsure he was. He knew that the teal aggression coming was going to be too much, and he has no room to attack Blackrock. So instead of sitting here waiting for yellow, teal said, alright, I'm going to push out. There's absolutely no harm in attacking him right now, because if he's not attacking, that means he's busy up here with these guys, and the front door is open. Let's go say hello. You know what I'm saying? Here, light blue in the perfect choke point against gray, just demolishing all of his ranged units brought to bear. It's amazing how many tiny little archers you can fit in the place of an ogre. It's like 4. It's crazy. And they just don't do enough less than that giant melee unit for them to be anything other than awesome. Until, of course, Rexar gets in there with his cleave damage, and they start realizing that hero armor is more than their arrows can pierce reliably. And teal's going to be pushed back into the gate. Red still not attacking. Red still hasn't finished creeping. But I'll tell you what, North Alliance looking very strong. He's got his clerics upgraded, he's got all of his Silverhand paladins, and now he's just waiting. He even managed to save a Daedalus Blackmoor guy, so he's got a pretty good defensive unit. Should there be a lot of range stuff going on, he can just plop down and defend. Bam, a Daedalus Broadmoor tanking way more than you'd think of the range damage coming in. Alright, Dark Green's not really going to lose any units there. Yes, yes, patience. I think you're going to hear epic lags. I'm glad to hear it's not just me. Alright, so pink, brown. Has brown poked his lovely little head out? Fresh corpses, so it's unlikely he's at the front line yet. But he is getting there. Whoa. What in the very actually what now? Oh my god, guys, look at this. This is 1.88D with all the terrain changes, and this is one that I had not known about. That's gnarly. Oh, that really messes with the usual Night Elven hold points. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it feels good. Do you feel it? Because I feel it. I'm excited for that potential. I don't know. Everyone's going to be like, no, it's not fair. I'm just like, I don't care. It's going to change the game in a way. Come on. I think we can all agree that there's something special about the game just changing. It shakes things up. It makes things different. And sometimes that's what you need. Oh, this is a pretty crazy battle here, but I think Dark Green's got it due to having the spearmen in the back slowing down the fellow grunts. If only he had a single priest upgraded to Dispel, he could get rid of all of these bloodlusts and be in a much better position. But unfortunately, that was decided to not be important. Marshals are cool, and Teal will learn his place in the annals of history after he wipes the crap out of Yellow's army. Where is Yellow's army? Oh! It's dead! Oh, that's good news. That is good news. Alright, so while Teal may not have broken Dark Green yet, he has thoroughly broken Yellow. He has run in here, destroyed everything, taken the control points, gone buck, wild, wild. Wild, wild west all over the hizzy, foshizi, manizi, and Rexar being forced back there. They know they can't take that AoE damage. Problem is, they've got Orc Champions all up in their butts now, and oh, once you really start hacking into those archers, they don't last very long at all. You can hear them falling one by one in the night, Alright, Brown finally deciding to go for Illidan. And that'll give Light Blue another hero, but admittedly one of the absolute worst feeling heroes for any race. And Yellow's not giving up. I'll give him that. Look at that. Just pumping out some riflemen. He's like, okay, we're going to hold, guys. We're going to accept the aggression, take the punches on the chins, and go Foshizi my kneesies. Oh, he backs up, and that's exactly what Teal wanted. Teal wanted to take out these cannon towers. They're the real threat. He wanted to get right under them where their fire power counts for nothing, and he got to do that. And now the improved cannon towers will go down while shooting at a few useless flame axe troll throwers. Oh, they could have done so much damage to the units underneath them. But Teal now commandingly in charge of the southern fight. And no aggression still out of our red and blue players. There's nothing. This is unheard of at the 10-minute mark. You would expect some kind of insanity. I mean, look at this. Blue does have his Doom drop ready. Red does have nothing in these boats. Okay, okay, so he does have Saffron. He's got some Death Knight. Pain in the buttedness coming in. And, whoa. What? Did really Yellow just say that? Yellow, you got destroyed. Dark Green held. Dark Green held. Tech off held. Alright, so we're finding out Yellow, obviously the biggest noob of the game, unfortunately. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm sure we'll see better. We'll see better out of them. Come on. We've got to see better out of them. Because Light Blue and Gray have been holding this fight. Gray not giving in. Light Blue feeling confident enough that this is the battle line that he is building unit-producing structures. He's practically setting up a base here saying, this is the new line of battle, you jerk. Because a lot of people think, oh man, if I lose this, yeah, this gives a nice bonus, guys. It's a good position. But sometimes, if you just build a base here, they've got to take it out. You can choose to change where the next fight's going to be. It doesn't always have to be right where they think it has to be. They can't leave you in a fortified position behind somewhere. I mean, Gray's essentially stuck down here. He's not in any of his normal offensive positions. Because Light Blue isn't moving and is able to reinforce so that Gray can't push in after a victory. It's a brilliant move. Except for the fact that Pink is now over here, and I don't think Brown is ready for him. I might actually be still crazy now. Wow, look at Orange. Going crazy on the islands, completely confident in the complete lack of aggression shown by Red. I mean, Yellow's the first one. Yellow's the first player that Red attacked this game. Think about it. Think about how unlikely that is in any Azeroth Wars game ever. And you'll find yourself thinking, my god, that was so very unlikely. Alright, Gray. Really upset with the lag. Oh, look at this little demon fall kit. Wait, did they add in another place? They did. They did. They added in Manaroth here in Demon Fall Canyon. He is strong. Oh, he's strong. And I think it has to do with, like, if they don't kill Cenarius within a certain period of time, or they don't kill Manaroth within a certain period of time, then Gray turns into Fell Orcs? I want to say that's how it works. Oh, man, it's looking less and less good for the Horde right now. This is pretty good, though, and more accurately placed than you would have expected. Look at the new terrain. Ooh, this is some pretty new terrain we got here, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and pay attention to this. Now, if you bring Rexar over here, I'm pretty sure Chen Stormstout joins you if you're Horde. The other thing you do, look at this Orgrimmar gate. First of all, awesome! Look at the new Orgrimmar. I really love it. It's got much more of a warrior city feel to it now. I wish these were pink, but that's fine. Even though he's claimed it, these gotta stay black. And instead of leading up, like, Orgrimmar no longer is accessed by the Night Elves directly. No. The Lumber Camp is still there. They've just said, okay, now we're basically giving Pink this control point. This now becomes a pink control point instead of a brown control point, and shifts the pink-brown fight, the Horde fight, significantly. Now that I'm looking at it, that's pretty crazy. I really like the new positioning of the Ward Camp, the Warsong Lumber Camp. It's difficult for Gray to get up there. It's a bigger investment, but it's bigger return, too. This is a heck of a base. Ooh. Alright, Bears at 2-2. Tauren at 0-1. Lots of Spirit Walkers, lots of Farseers. Basically a huge support army with Tauren tanks with healing wards in the front of them. And then just a little bit of range damage. I mean, you've got heals and healing wards and shouts and buffs and resurrections on top of chain heals. It's a very strong composition that Pink has here. Remar really knowing his stuff, putting the hurt in the dirt, guys. But I want to know, who's putting the slaughter in the water? Nobody is supporting me. No, wait, that's right. Orange puts the slaughter in the water as he just drifts about to island, taking control points, killing the creeps, and being a general badass. He must have a bajillion money. Let's go ahead and check out Darthric's money. He's got 89, which means that with all the creeping he's done, he must have spent so much money. I don't even know. And red still has not attacked at the 12-minute mark now. Blue sends in a few token units, just kind of like, hey, bring your units down here. Ooh, look at this. And they're going, dude, I know. He knows, bro. He knows. Now, if he's got cannon towers, great. Problem that Juku made here, didn't build his cannon towers within range. You want to build them out of range of the ships here, but in range of where all the units get dropped. So that way, your first few volleys really destroying. I mean, and they're in range of any catapults that land. That's one of the huge bonuses. And we see here, Dark Green. Dark Green is still holding on like a mofo. He hasn't given up the crown, guys. He's such a little trooper. And holy crap, look at the damage Remar is doing as he just gets all the chain heals. All the chain heals. Oh man. That's the difference, guys. There's some players who only engage when they're positive they're going to win. And then there's some players who go in for the brawl, and Remar is one of the brawlers. Remar is one of those guys who doesn't get scared when he loses units in his composition. He's like, no, it's okay that this composition isn't at full strike. We're still winning. Stick in the fight. And then there's players who are like, no, wait, I'm not going to win as completely effectively as I could at some other point. Oh, and he gets revealed. Who saw it? It was Darthric. Darthric sees the doom drop, and I'm sure that a response is incoming. Garethos leaving the fight. Purple. Oh, and this is red. This is red saying, okay, this is my moment. And at Frozen Grip's got the hero killer squad down here. The only problem is red and purple, green and purple, very confident in their ability to hold on to this point. I mean, they've got full chain heals. They've got full hero squads, lockdowns on all the units in the back, absolutely no range damage. They're catching the Dreadlords out of position. They've got spotting going down. He's got full mana, the regen going on as well, and an orange who really should be doing something here soon, because the Doom Drop did not attack Stratholme. No, indeed, it hit Capital City along with a Doom Drop from red. And this is a huge amount of units that we're seeing now. And this is not a small force here by any means. And it will take this army to kill it. Red, correctly judging the amount of pressure that he needed to apply in this position, has pinned, basically, he's pinned orange and green, purple and green here, because they have no other option. They know they're still taking damage. They're not convincingly wiping out this force. And in the meantime, there's two other forces just as large right here. Orange has got to get up and finish this army off and get with them together. This all hinges on Orange applying his force properly right now in this moment. Darthric cannot wait. Kel'Thuzad might actually get he's going to get caught out of position here. You can see Purple going for the blood, counting on the fact that Red's his attention is not there at that moment, and he was right. It wasn't. Red's attention was elsewhere, breaking down a gate, not paying attention to the flank that was happening, and now he's just got a dead Kel'Thuzad, and that's never what you want to see. Meanwhile, Darthric is awesome, but Remar, the slugfest, the badass. He's no gate breaker, don't get me wrong, he's no gate breaker. We're going to see if Purple loses Capital City now, because Red out here ranging appropriately ahead, instead of having this whole force back here, he's got it over here. Because Purple's and Green can do some damage to the army without taking any real damage back to it. But better that that damage be over positioned in this hallway rather than right on your army. But now he senses it. He feels that he can take the Capital Palace. These units wheeling through the air, unable to join the fight because of some random reason that they're just not allowed to attack things. And Dark Green still has not died. Let's go ahead and keep that in mind. Dark Green is being a trooper. A lot of action. You probably just bad, he says. Brown's seeming pretty angry. Pro-An realizing, I might not be as pro as I thought. But Light Blue, oh! With the shiggity schwaxy yakka back tack jack. Crushing Gray. And Gray, we can see, has indeed turned into Fell Horde. His units now Fell Orc Warlocks. Grom looking insane. He gets put down for his own good. Guys, trust me, he was rabid. If you got bit by that guy, you were not gonna have a good time. And here's Purple and Green applying that pressure, and Red saying, do I sacrifice my flying squad for the advantage of being able to take the crown? And I think that's exactly what he's decided. He's building up supply boosts here, and he has a little bit of money. OGS 169, Red at 39, not going to sustain him for long. And with Teal's Horde squad just building up, he's got Fell Orc Raiders just poised to come ripping through these lands, and it's a bigger army than anything else anyone's fielding up here at the moment, or as equally big and dangerous as these armies are, because they could rope down Saffron himself. Raiders very good autonomous units when you think about it. They can, I mean, the fact that they can get air units, it's a harass unit that is almost made to take out air units. Think about it. It's pretty good. All right. Brown not being given really any time, because again, Remar is a slugfest, guys. Remar is just gonna get, he's like, I might lose a unit, who fuck cares? I'm gonna destroy your face. I'm gonna destroy your life. Ooh. And he does. He just destroys your... And your Rider of Shadow probably building up his upgrades and saying, alright, I'm really not in any rush. Rider of Shadow sitting at almost 1,000 gold. I think that beats anyone in the game at the moment. Yeah, Remar is high. Remar's high, though, because Slugfest with Pink does not cost you that much when you have Spearwalker backup. Yes, you lose Tauren, but then you just res that Tauren. It's super... It really pays for itself as time goes on. It really does. And like the advantage it gives, because normally to have, you're like, oh, I could spend that much money and have my, you know, I could have my line hold. I wouldn't need these Spearwalkers, but the Spearwalkers do magic damage, and they're a pretty good unit themselves with like the Spirit Link and whatnot. So you don't have to have as many melee units on the front line as you would normally. You have these guys who are awesome backup, just enough guys to hold the front line and be constantly resurrected, and then plenty more room in your army for range support and damage. And it just outlasts you. It's such a slugfesty kind of build. And here's Saffron, dead in the middle of the conflict, going crazy. Silverhand Paladin's actually being pushed back. I would have thought that Orange would have held this. Darthric, where are you, lad? Oh, he's up north. He's been trounced. He's been billywickled. Shallywhacked, Trumdiddlyumptious. All of these things are completely accurate. Don't ask questions. And Light Blue just... Oh man, is there more fighting going on? These people are so mad. Gray Complexity got wiped. Marriott? Yeah, he's like, if it makes you feel any better, I lost to Marriott too. Alright, Pink. Pink basically saying, I lost and now I don't want to fight. Is this the game where Pink allies Light Blue? Because I have a game in my replay folder where Pink allies Light Blue, according, apparently. Is it this? I think that, I don't know if it's this one. Alright. Oh well, what we are seeing is Red and Blue convincingly destroying everything. They've now managed to connect the main front line all the way over here to Caerdaro and Skolemance. And Underhull has fallen. He can just start building Necropoli and really settling in, but he can't really, because let us not forget this monstrosity. Magtheridon sitting at level 8. No, he like hasn't even seen combat. Blackhand out here, War Chief Ren Blackhand. He's actually assaulting the city, guys. There's nowhere near enough stuff in here with high enough upgrades to fend him off, and he just goes, Alright, we're going for cool points. Let's assault the city. I want my two main commanders, Ren Blackhand and Kha'Zix the Supreme, the ones who've seen the most combat, to go ahead and just siege up. I think he saw how far. He's like, I'm at 31. It's time to kind of kick back, relax, and get dem upgrades while everyone's still fighting at the 17-minute mark. 17-minute, completely fine to still have aggression. Completely fine sometimes to not even have like 2-2. But Teal sitting at 4-2, 31 control points. It's going to be a rough fight for whoever wins in the north. And right now it's looking most like it's going to be red and blue. Their upgrades are looking phenomenal. Purple still at 0-0. So much of his defensive capabilities went to an assault that never happened. So it's actually quite effective. Although he does manage to use these clerics remarkably well here, locking down the abominations and really, oof, is doing the damage, but here comes the air support that they are not ready to deal with, and even Green's chain heals are not good enough. Look at that. One shot almost takes that High Elven Magus out by itself. Purple caught here with the slows, and he's relying that this unit, this Saffron's not going to murder him. And oh, but a focus fire goes in. Saffron's out of the air. Saffron, a huge threat throughout the game at any point, has been taken down, guys. And never underestimate Saffron. He is unbelievably awesome, amazing, cool, kick-ass, just really good. I'm trying to think of more the good thing as I can say about him. And look at even Juku. He's just in it for the slugfest, guys. He says, you know what? Yeah, I'm losing Silverhand Paladins. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay that I just throw it in the thick here and count on my allies. And he does, and he really holds the line. But, ooh, Amalganis gets caught behind the lines. And he gets seen, and he's dead. And suddenly Flame Strike Sword back in the hands of those who earned it, deserve it, love it, and claim it. Ooh, come on, get the Flame Strike Sword. Oh, yeah, Jaina Proudmoore swinging a sword, even though she's a mage. It doesn't make sense. Just go with it, man. And Brown pushed back out. Because Pink hit in here, and Brown's like, what? Light Blue just unallied me. Okay, so now I think this is where Light Blue allied Pink. Are we seeing all the pinks? Yes, we're seeing all the pinks. Okay, so now they've allied. Okay, yep. So Pink and Light Blue are now allied, guys. That's the new woo of the game. That's the new holy crap what happened. That's the new redonkulousness. This fight continues on unabated. Blue and red just kind of slapping people around. It sucks that they lost Saffron, yeah, but they're still really good. Like red and blue have so many threats that they can just throw. Like red and blue have the majority of the one-shot gun heroes in the game. They've got all like Saffron and Archimonde and Kill Jaden and the Lich King and Kel'Thuzad. They've got so many rules for who can die and who can come back that playing them is just an always interesting experience. Mike Theroden just running around looking all cool. He's like, hey, what's up? Just going for a morning stroll. I don't need boots to ring. Girl, you want to know why I don't need boots to ring? Because it's all dead. Like, he didn't even take him out of Outlaw until Stormwind was dead. He just knew. Because he knew there's always just maybe it happens. And maybe I'm not ready. And I die. And it was super unlikely, but it happens. And he didn't even let the super unlikely thing happen. No, here's Pink trying to crush Brown. Brown got a good spot, but there's still just so many healing wards. And the army is... Yeah, okay, so yes, Brown is doing very comparatively good damage right now. Almost even taking out a few heroes with his AoE, but now that AoE is exhausted, and I think it's starting to turn in the favor of Pink. Yes, it is. Fairy Dragons, very good choice when you're facing those chain heals. They really, it looks like they wrecked Pink's chain heals. All of the Farseers are dead as balls. Wow. Pro-An pulled a Pro-An kind of move there, guys, and didn't give up. Oh, wow. Now he confidently just walks around. Yeah, look at me. I'm Cenarius, and I'm kicking all the butt. This was a hold by Brown that I did not see coming in the face of a Pink force like that, controlled by a player of Remar's caliber. It's ridiculous. But now, guys, now is where the trouble starts, because Dark Green's not dead yet. He's just kind of trying to survive it. Oh, they're gonna get target. Are they gonna target him? They are gonna target him down. Galen Trollbane, you can tell he still wants to cut him off. He still wants to head off that hero and get that item before he can get him out of the house. Oh, yeah, Teal! And Dark Green's attacking the base. He's like, please, let me out. Let me out. I don't want to give him another item. Let me out. Ah! Go, Dark Green, go! Use your stomp again if you got it, baby, because you're going to need it. Oh, Dark Green's trying to run. He made it out. Oh. Evening, Orange. Tekoff's so nonchalant about it. New favorite player, by the way. He's like, hey, what's up, man? I just got slaughtered. Oh, it is not looking good down there. And by the way, I've sort of brought this huge death force in here. But I was wondering, can I stay the night, buddy, old pal, old friend, old chum? And he's really got to hope that his personality carries him. Because Teal's just across the bank. He's like, oh, I want Trocalar. Oh, it would look so good in my orky hands. I mean, look at all the swords we wield. And they do, to be fair. 2 out of Teal's 3 current heroes wield swords. Alright, Teal didn't even destroy the base. He just walked by. He's like, yeah, whatever. These things will take care of it. I don't have time to just watch everybody. Oh. He's like, OMG, I forgot Gray had the camp now. He does have the camp now. Gray, OGS complexity. Did he leave? He did. He thought he was dead. He thought he was completely goner. But he's not. He's still got things. Look at that. Look at Gray. Could have still been a problem. Because I'll tell you what, light blue looking rough. Where is light blue? Oh, he's going to kill, of course he's going to kill Cthulhu. Who wouldn't kill Cthulhu? It's a smart move to do. And now Teal's up here, sending in scouting forces, saying, oh, look, that's a beautiful watchtower you have there. Would you be mad if I broke it? And Blue is like, yeah, I'd be mad if you broke it. Don't break it. And he says, but we both demons. I want to break things. He's like, I know, but I want to break things too. He wants to break things, guys, but I'm making it Asian for no reason. At no point was it established that the person I was talking about had to be Asian, but I made him that way. Why? Clearly racist. 100%. Alright, Blue chases Teal away. He say, you don't break it. And he's not actually going to get to repair it. Pro-An says, I'm going to stick with Druids of the Claw. Not those silly little fairy dragons that totally killed off all his chain healers and made it so I could live. No, I'm feeling bears. And, you know, maybe he just doesn't have enough money to do anything else. No, he has plenty of money! He gets plenty of money for a tank line and a bunch of scary fairy dragons. And he needs those fairy dragons. He needs them 100% if he's going to have any chance of winning. And here, we have red and blue back on the offensive with Juku. Juku's still sitting over here saying, hey, we're not, like, we still have a thing. And he's like, yeah, I know we have a thing, but Teal, like, also has a thing. And Dark Green has a thing. We can't figure out what his thing exactly is. Orange is down here discussing these two things. But we don't need to discuss more things, and Purple and Green really think they need to discuss more things. So there's going to be an all-out brawl with Oathmark Garithos always getting focused down because everyone else went immune. Suddenly he was the only one on the front line with no healing, and he's like, oh! And he got out of there. Staff of Sanctuary. Ooh, a brilliant item to get on heroes for Purple like that. Because Oathmark can't go invulnerable, guys, and when everything else around him goes invulnerable, bam. Things die. And by things I mean Oathmar. Poor little Garithos just dies. There's no chance for him to live. Dark Green decided to become a vagabond of the ocean. He's taking over Orange. He's like, hey Orange, are you taking in are you taking in refugees? Because I've got a bunch of refugees who'd like to steal your shit. Do you want those? I don't think Dark Green knows how to sell himself. But he also doesn't know how to get out of a bad deal. And he gets targeted down. Oh, the cripple. The cripple is murderous for getting away. And he slaughters everything. Yeah, dude, it's really hard if you don't have Dispels. Dispels are the answer to that. Is it 95? It feels like 95%. That cripple's pretty gnarly. Alright, now it's going to be blue soon, because Dark Green just took up the last of Teal's aggression. Teal goes, oh, now that I've got the item in my bank, I can do whatever the hell I want. But he's not doing whatever the hell he wants. Who's getting these items? Alright, War Chief got it. Who's got the helm? Nobody. The fuck's got the helm? Is dark green? There's no way dark green has the helm because everyone's dead. Did he sink the helm? He very well could have. Okay. Alright, I'll give you that. And teal now going right in the face of blue, and blue does not have the upgrades to be going toe-to-toe with teal right now. Not even raiders. No, these harass units enough to hold the line and do plenty of damage. Just, oh, very fast attack speed. I keep forgetting they can bloodlust. Oh man, teal's gnarly. Alright, but what's this? Red with his vampiric aura and crazy heroes and nice combination of flying units. By the way, flying units which teal's going to have to spend all of his micro trying to aim down right now. We do see the cripples going off. Wham, 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 wham. Yep, okay, that's kind of predictable. Now pink and light blue cleaning up over in Kalimdor. Did Brown happen to die yet? No, Brown has not died yet. Brown's still holding this, saying, no, get away. And pink says, I always hated that base anyway. I didn't even want it. I didn't even want it. And I'm pretty sure he didn't. You know, I completely believe that that's not at all a lie. And that it's just fine. Alright, teal. Ooh. Teal is destroyed it. Okay, so teal destroyed it. And more things came over to destroy more stuff. Because teal needs 37. Look at purple. Alright, blue and red are they're gonna have to retreat and lick their wounds and think about stuff here in a minute. Because Scholomance is about to get just destroyed, and I don't think they were ready for that. I do not think... Oh, man. Teal just came in and bottled up red and blue here. And the North Alliance is going crazy. Like, oh my god, we can take control points back. Oh, let's do it all. And then they're going to take off teal. And that's when it's going to get more fair. Because they both need... Teal needs to be between these two taking damage if he's really going to have any chance of losing. Because right now, he's just sort of stomping them. Red's relatively close in upgrades. But that's compared to the world... Like, let's go ahead and see Remar. Remar, what does your army look like, Brofesky? 2-2? Of course it's 2-2. That's all I expect from you is 2-2. Marieth, what about you, Brofesky? 2-2? Of course it's 2-2. And they had the easiest fights. Well, okay, to be fair, light blue had a pretty back and forth fight with gray. Alright, for the most part, pink stomped all over brown until brown stomped all over pink. It was a really quick turnaround. Pink, there was no reason Pink had any idea to believe he'd lose. He just suddenly lost. Meg Theoden feeling pretty good. Leaves the Fountain of Health despite being poisoned. The whole army just kind of slowly losing health. Well, actually, no. Not slowly losing health because... Jesus. The plague is not enough to combat their natural life regeneration. Ooh. What? That is gnarly. I call shenanigans. That is just painful to watch. All right, big battles going on over here, back and forth. What's this? Light blue? I don't care. I don't give a damn. Light blue. You know what I do give a damn about? I give a damn about purple, orange, and green over here, and whether or not they're going to piss off the ultimate army of Doombala. The people that they should attack, and I hate to say this. Light blue and pink should attack teal. Because teal's really far ahead. I mean, just across... Okay, so 15. And what do these guys have? They've got 23 at this point. Okay, 23, 15. That puts them 1. That puts teal 1 below them. So, yeah, I know it's rough. But he's got such higher upgrades. I don't know. We're going to see here. Because look at purple actually taking out a huge amount of horde cavalry that teal had left over here. And that is a huge investment of money that he just wiped out. Hundreds of gold worth just demolished for actually no gain whatsoever. It's a complete loss. That money has disappeared from the map without making any meaningful impact on the game whatsoever. And that's what you guys got to think about. How can my units be effective? If I throw away 400 gold worth of units and I accomplish nothing, then I have lost. I should just give up at that point. In that fight, anyway. And you have to figure... Alright, 6-4. Yeah, it's looking kind of gnarly. The 0-1 over here. 0-1, 0-0. Of course, they haven't had any chance. And light... Orange is like, Jesus Christ, thank you for showing up! Dark green runs, and Pro-An left the game voluntarily. The big fight was about to come. And he only had just too much money. It was burning a hole in his pocket, I tell you. And I can't find out how much he had. I don't think he had an ally anymore, so there's no one alive who will know how much money he ever had. Damn it all. Oh well. Kargath has been slain. Ooh, what is this? Teal actually gets caught and almost destroyed. They want Magtheridon. He tries to pour it out. He tries to get Rend out, but it's no good. Troll Kalar still on the ground. Magtheridon gets surrounded as well, and that hero just oh wow. He didn't give him any time to fight that. Purple, orange, and green come out swinging. I mean, they were getting trounced by red and blue, right? And now suddenly they're crazy. I mean, red and blue got trounced by teal, and then teal got trounced by the North Alliance, and the North Alliance was getting destroyed by the undead. It makes no sense. The rock, paper, scissors madness that just happened has no place in reality. Eredar Warlock just getting focused down. That's fine. And they're trying to kill him, but there's just too many fellow grunts destroying your world. They do get one. There we go. And he's a little upset. He didn't want to lose that. Those Eredar Warlocks are actually very good units, and it's tough to deal with losing them. Alright, but red and blue. What are red and blue going to do is the question. Because Kel'Thuzad's back up. His upgrades are okay, but all of his momentum has been just destroyed. He has no big swell of money coming into this. He hasn't taken a ton of control points. He's just stagnated. And there's nothing for him to do right now. Red and blue have this problem. If they could take out here, and you can see red's actually focusing quite a lot of zombie hordes down here to try to take out dark green. And wow, dark green's squad really proving their worth as they stand toe to toe with the mages of Dalaran. Kicking butt, getting rid of undead, and being general badasses. Red realizing this is not working out. This is just a waste of units. Another horrible waste of units here. And now suddenly the North Alliance, oh! All of red and blue's army has been just ground into dust by teal. Teal and red and blue ground each other to dust. Teal got out better than they did. And now the North Alliance is coming in. And the question is, can the North Alliance hold? Yes, it looks like they actually can. I mean, sorry, North Alliance cannot hold. The undead can hold. Why am I excited for the undead? I don't know why. I'm always excited for the undead because they almost never win. That's why I'm excited. Because when we see players who know what they're doing with them, it's just so brutal to see what they can do with so little sometimes. And then to know that those races are built on being huge, it really shows you the difference between the kind of players, the kind of quality that you can get out of this race is insane in the appropriate hands. But it also, you just have to be so good at positioning and early game harassment and just staying busy. I would never feel comfortable attacking with a force like this. Not as red. I would always feel like I'm half as strong as I should be. But the strength of some reds is knowing when it's okay to be aggressive with very little forces. As long as they're the right forces. As long as you've picked the right forces. It's like picking the right girlfriend, guys. You've really got to make sure you do it. And do it well. Alright, purple. So now dark green's up here making this stable. Okay, this is now stable. So the North Alliance is stable. The undead and the demons, they're stable. I'll give them stable. They've got 21 control points total. They're only 10 behind teal. But the people who are really doing well right now are actually the Frostwolf clan. They themselves have now just passed teal. So they should be fighting teal at this point, and red and blue can go back to trying to kill off the North Alliance. That's where the fight should go. It may not necessarily be where it actually goes. There was a thing under attack here. Oh, it was just a poor worker. He was like, I just clubbed some lumber and then I died. That's my whole life. That was my whole life in a nutshell. He had a history, I'm sure, but it doesn't matter anymore. Marith, where are you, bro? Are you keeping busy? Oh, look at that. He is. He's attacking teal. He put teal on the back line. What was I thinking? I thought maybe Remar would be the one to do it, but no. Marieth being aggressive, being rough, violent, mean, and tough is at 3-3 all up in teal's face. In the face of teal having recently lost most of his army, he has to rebuild it. He's got to be careful. Light blue showing off maybe he knows how to use Maev as an appropriate baiting unit. Keep these units on hold position, bait them in every time with Maev, and you have got some seriously annoying baiting. Oh, Blackrock Spire. hasn't fallen. This is weird to see a teal who has just done nothing but grown. We almost never see teals come out on top. But wow, these sentinels being brutal. They might not be stronger than the fellow orc grunts, but they are proving to be more vicious and certainly more swarmy. And at the end of the day, they'll come back as spirits of vengeance. A melee magic damage, medium armor, low health unit, but they really do make a difference against things like fellow orc grunts with that magic damage potential against the heavy armor. It's awesome. And there we go. Took him long enough, says Pink. All right, light blue, confident. He already knows he's got these Ancients of War up and pumping, and what's his? He's got 500. He's sitting almost even with teal right now in the fight, and he's holding. He's holding just fine, and he should have a level 10. No, that's Ren Blackhand all up in the fight using his ultimate. That's why there was an extra light bluish looking unit. It was a mirror image. I take it back. Ha! What do your heroes look like, light blue? He's trying to focus down Magtheridon. Gotta remember, he's not permadead anymore. Level 7 Maiev, level 9 Sentinel. Wow, Tyrande. He's got the items, guys. He's got the skills to pay the bills, and the items... Well, he's just got items. Scepter of the Queen on Tyrande Whisperwind at level 8. And over here on Chandra's Feathermoon, we see Gloves of Encourage, attack speed of a hero by 65%. That's going to stack insanely when he gets to level 10 if it's still multi-shot. I can't remember what his ultimate is. Claws of Attack plus 15. Gorehowl, 20 damage. Boots of Speed, protection. I mean, he's shooting 100 damage a shot, and when that ultimate comes up and starts splitting it, his damage potential is going to go through the roof exponentially. We might see a stacked Chandris. It's been a while since we've seen a stacked Chandris sweep a game. Will he do it? We got to remember, though, Teal does have crazy upgrades, lots of money, and he's not a bad player. He's responding admirably. He's come to the front line. He's got fellow orc grunts, and he's got plenty of them casting cripples and firebolts and keeping Magtheridon all kinds of insane pumped on the front line there. If they just threw, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Psychosis or something like that. I know that's not the name. Oh, but Redden! Oh, it's been in a big fight up here too. Red coming back out. I think he lost Kel'Thuzad once again. He's lying dead on the ground while dark green reinforcements coming. I don't think this Air Force is going to be enough to hold. Nah. Look how damaged all of these units are. A big sweep of units to take them all out. And green catching plenty of units here too. Chain Heals keeping Bulbavar 4 Dragon alive as he tanks. But Red comes back down from that trouncing and might manage to catch Dark Green's hero out of position here. But Green's got a lot of magic damage being thrown up at them. And, it's going to be tough. Galen Trollbane and Red, no, Red just does not have what it takes to hold here. And he gets destroyed. While Blue is down here trying to hold against Orange and not doing well at all. Red did just get awfully hurt. All of the momentum was lost when Teal came up and started destroying them. And, oh, what the? Oh, okay, so that was Pink attacking. I thought that was Pink attacking Light Blue, and I went, no way that's happening! Alright, Light Blue did get pushed back. Oh, look at that. Teal just saying, no, I'm not gonna lose. Screw you. I don't care how many of you there are. I don't care how unlikely the composition. I don't care if you have the most range support and range damage and resurrectable tanks and just stupid magic damage and a hero that's going to start scaling soon. Bring it on! That's what Teal says. And we gotta love him for that. Because I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go in the next episode, and I'll see you guys in part 2. This has been the one, the only, the Azothan, and join me for part 2, where we go ahead and explore this amazingly epic game. Bye, guys.